Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on December 29, 2022. Ukraine fighting is deadlocked, spy chief Kyrilo Budanov tells BBC. Ethiopia's Tigray conflict, flights resume between Addis Ababa and Mekelle. BBC, Ethiopians to reunite as flights to Tigray resume. Reuters, tears, prayers and hopes as flights to Ethiopia's war-torn Tigray resume. The Print, Ethiopian Airlines resumes commercial flights in rebel-held Tigray capital, international news. WION, tears, prayers as flights resume to Ethiopia's Tigray region. Calls on Iran to settle dispute over Ukraine PS-752 jet downing. BBC, Canada-led group seeks arbitrator over jet downing by Iran. France 24 English, Canada, other nations call for binding arbitration on Iran over downed airliner. Anadolu Agency, English, Canada, others seek formal arbitration with Iran over downed jet. Reuters, Canada joins nations demanding accountability from Iran for shooting down flight PS-752. Marjorie Taylor Greene gives bizarrely long-winded defense of George Santos campaign lies. The Independent, New York prosecutor investigating George Santos's stunning lies. The Independent, is George Santos believable-ish? WSJ. The Wall Street Journal, opinion, Representative-elect George Santos poses a serious risk to the GOP. Pan-European sleeper train to sweep Britons to Berlin from May 2023. The Guardian, Brussels to Berlin night train set for May departure. Politico Europe, new Brussels-Amsterdam-Berlin night train to launch on May 25. NI Times, first night train between Brussels and Berlin to start running in May. The battle for Kyiv revisited, the litany of mistakes that cost Russia a quick win. The Guardian, against all odds, how Russia is failing in Ukraine. DW, English, Ukraine War, what to expect in 2023, conflict zone special. DW News, Ukraine may secure victory against Russia, but the world won't escape the conflict's aftermath. iNews, think the war in Ukraine is the world's deadliest conflict. Think again. Winter Storm Elliott, latest, driving ban lifted in Buffalo as blizzard deaths hit 38. The Independent, Buffalo blizzard latest, motorist slammed, 30 spent Christmas in Target, death toll rises to 34. Daily Mail, U.S. winter storm hell, Buffalo blizzard worst in history as residents struggle to dig out their cars. GB News, Buffalo is the early favorite for the Golden Snowball. 13 Wham TV, Buffalo begins cleanup after Christmas blizzard. 19-year sentence for second ringleader in Michigan governor kidnap plot. BBC, architect of plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer to face sentence. The Independent, Gretchen Whitmer kidnap ringleader, Adam Fox, sentenced to 16 years. BBC, man sentenced to over 19 years in prison for role in plot to kidnap Governor Whitmer. Half of passengers on China flight to Italy have COVID, as US becomes fifth country to tighten restrictions on Chinese travelers. Ukraine war, Russia's Lavrov rejects Volodymyr Zelenskyy's peace formula. Sky News, Russian foreign minister, Ukraine must give up occupied territories. CNN, Moscow to achieve Ukraine goals thanks to patience, Lavrov. The Moscow Times, Ukraine war, battle for Bakhmut continues, Russia will achieve its noble goals, oil export ban. Euronews, Ukraine war, Zelensky's peace plan must include 4 annexed regions, says Kremlin. UN suspends some Afghanistan programs after ban on female aid workers. The Guardian, Taliban university ban, I wish God never created women. BBC, Afghan women determined, frustrated after Taliban NGO ban. The Independent, UN halts some operations in Afghanistan over women aid worker ban. Al Jazeera English, faint hopes that Taliban will relax ban on NGO women after UN condemnation. Bolivia, anger rises as opposition leader Camacho arrested. Rural China races to boost medical facilities ahead of expected COVID surge. The Guardian, doctors describe chaos in hospitals as COVID sweeps across China. Sky News, even abandoning zero COVID cannot save Xi Jinping's China now. The Telegraph, handling the fallout of China's wilted COVID strategy. The Hindu, China hospitals, extremely busy, amid surging wave of COVID infections. Cambodia casino fire, 10 dead in blaze on Thai border. COVID in China. US imposes COVID testing for visitors from China. BBC, no plans for mandatory COVID-19 testing of arrivals from China, UK government says. Sky News, Chinese travel industry welcomes the end of strict COVID-19 travel controls. Euronews, China COVID, US considers restrictions on Chinese arrivals. BBC, US considers COVID restrictions on China arrivals, BBC News. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.